Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. It is Robert, and this video is about the Joker movie, which made just saw over $1 billion. Um, I think it's worldwide or nationwide, but it's made $1 billion, which is pretty fantastic. And I wanted to share my take on the movie, my commentary um, about it. I did see it. I talked to a friend who had just seen it, and I've heard a lot of people. And I have to say, watching the movie, it's pretty dark, but it's also sad. It's sad for me because I watched it, every single part of it, and the sad part for me is like how much I can relate and have gone through things that the Joker, before he became the Joker, goes through, living with mental illness. It is really a telling reaction to society and how they treat mentally ill people. Um, it's pretty, I'd watch it and I hear things that he would say, and it was pretty painful. It brought up times that I've said similar things. The part that really hit me the most, and it was just very upsetting to me, is when he's on 7 different medications and he is looking to go on more, and the counselor's like, well, you're on 7, isn't that enough? Like, isn't it doing something? And then he says, something that's like very, I just want to feel good. And that's been like my entire life. It's like the saddest thing about mental illness is how bad you feel. And for me, I don't have like really any control of that. It's just, I just feel bad. And it's nothing that I've done or society. It's just the mental illness and the cause of, you know, just negative thoughts. And then people don't understand that. So everybody like tries to put control. So everybody's like, why are you so negative? Why are you so negative? And, so then you hear that all your life, and it's like, I'm doing something to be negative, and that's, that's not true. But then people can't understand that. And they're like, well, cause everybody's in control of all their actions and stuff, and then it's just, even like the stuff, like when you feel so bad about yourself, and you're so alone, and then somebody like the girl, when she made a comment, or like made a, just like he felt like a connection to, and then he goes into like a delusion of her like whole relationship. I've experienced similar things like that. um it's something, I think, I don't know entirely, but I think it's something that people do to cope with how lonely they feel, or how lonely uh, a person is in the universe. And I watched it, and I'm like, it's like, it makes me sad. It does. It's like, I don't want to relate to a movie like that as much as I do or have, and it's, it was so like telling all the different things, and it's like, it's, it's a wonderful commentary on people that live with mental illness and how badly they're treated, whether people understand it or not, or are intending to do that. It's people with mental illness and things, they people, I don't know, just do not have the same type of respect as somebody who does not. um it is something that's like, it's different than a physical handicap. It's a combination of emotional and psychological handicap. um and society, does not treat anybody who's different or with handicaps or anything with any type of the same level of respect as somebody that's capable. Um, I am very grateful that I am a highly functioning person with mental illness. It doesn't make mean that my life is easy, but I, a lot of the times I'm upset, it's based on how I'm treated by other people. Um, I think being a man with somebody that lives with mental illness, And then anytime I express that to somebody in the dating world, there's always like a red flag that goes up or something that like I say that and the person assumes like jumps to the conclusion, it's just reality that they're going to be put in a caretaker role. So that's very unattractive, and I don't blame anybody for that. I don't want, that's not what I'm intending, but I'm not somebody that hides from what I live with or am embarrassed of it. I think what I live with and what I deal with has been a propeller for me to better my life in a very deliberate way. I don't, I there was a time that like with the Joker, what he said in his journal about I hope my death makes more sense than my life. I real I felt that way before. And then the thing about what society wants people to hide the fact that they're mentally ill. It's like something that's uh like what Drew Brees did. He had the birthmark on his face, and he probably got so much negative criticism for that it caused him to get rid of it. Which I mean, it's just sad that we have this social pressure to conform to something so people don't have to deal with it. And myself, I've always been under pressure by people to be like, well, kind of like whether they mean it or not, just hide what you live with, try to trick somebody into being in a relationship with you. That's something that I have no intention of doing. I don't want to trick anybody. Why? Like, I'm not a deceitful person. You know what? Like, I live with very difficult things and it gets the best of me, but I don't, it's not something that I would ever go into a potential relationship and be like, here, you're going to have to take care of me, whether you like it or not. No, I would, I look to be in something balanced, where I give just as much as I get. And, it's just, it's not an easy hand to be dealt, but I don't think it's, whatever, it's worse than anything else. So, um, that's this video on the Joker movie. Um, just that's what I feel. All right, bye.